Hi guys, can you hear me? Hi.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So let's start. Hello everyone. I'm Cheryl. It's very exciting to host the crypto market insight session with our guest. And today we are very happy to have with us our guests who will be sharing their opinions on the market trends. So, as the host of today's discussion, I'll be leading us through a thought provoking conversation that promises to be both informative and also engaging. So, whether you are an experienced crypto user or just getting started, we encourage you to sit back, relax, and join us for what is sure to be an enlightening discussion on this week's market performance, trends, and also the hotspots. And the live stream is broadcasting on CoinWF channel and CoinW's YouTube channel simultaneously. Welcome all to watch and please be free to leave your opinions or questions about market, coins, etc. in the comment. And our guests will definitely pick up some to answer. So let's go on. Welcome Jay, Dylan, and Boris. And we have Matt and Anya also. So we can wait them to come in. So let's just keep going. Welcome you all to our live session. Very happy to have you here with us today. So now let's dive into the part of the market review of the gainer and also the loser coins. So in this part, we'd like our guests to share your market insights on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other crypto tokens you want to talk about. So please be free to share your screen and let us to watch your charts. So Jay, Dylan, Boris, who you want to be the first one to share?
I'll go first. Let's
Awesome.
do it. Here we go. How's it, guys? Nice to be back. Yeah, so I'll start off with Bitcoin, of course, and then I'll jump into some coins that I'm looking at for the week. But yeah, I'm actually long on Bitcoin from yesterday. Boris, myself, and Matt went live yesterday on Twitter on the CoinW and PropW Twitter account, and we're speaking about this long yesterday. And yeah, it was after CPI, and basically the first target for this position was around about 58K, and potentially these highs over here. The reason why I'm actually looking at this level here at 58,746, I feel like this level is really important. The reason why is this is the 200-day moving average, okay, and if we can clear above this level, I do think that we can come up to these boxes over here. So around about that 59,500 and potentially 61K. But we need to start clearing above this 200-day moving average first. I think once we're above there, we should be good. And also looking at the book map, you can see that right now there's quite a lot of orders sitting around 58, 800, 58, 500 to 59K. So around about this area, I'm expecting price to potentially get up to that zone within today. So yeah, I am actually long on Bitcoin. Another coin that I'm long on, and I actually took it this morning. I think it's still good to enter, to be fair, is MKR. So I want to speak about MKR quickly because basically, if you look at the daily time frame and the 4-hour time frame, I was just explaining this chart in my live this morning. So there's a lot of messiness on the chart, but essentially, we closed above this level over here, which is what I was looking at, and the last 4-hour candle actually retested this level here at 106.1605. So yeah, I took a long for MKR, expecting price to actually get back to like these levels at like 1701, potentially these highs, depending on if we can get a push a lot higher. And the reason why I'm looking mostly at the altcoins is because if we look at total 3, okay, so guys, basically total 3 shows you the market cap for all the altcoins excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And what's very interesting is that we have actually closed respecting the 200-day moving average on the total three, which is kind of a bullish sign, right? Because we have been trading below this 200-day moving average since August, 28th of August, and whenever we're below this, we tend to see the market dump quite a lot. And right now, we are actually respecting this level quite well. So I do think that there's a possibility of us potentially, sorry, not us. Sometimes when I'm talking about a coin, I refer to it as like my coin. It's really weird, but I don't actually mean it. But basically, what I'm expecting is potentially to get a pump to the 200-day moving average on the daily, which is sitting at around about a $587 billion market cap for the altcoins. So I'm expecting more of a pump within the market. And the coins that I am looking at for this is going to be the ones, I'll show you guys this chart over here. But essentially, the ones to the left here are the coins that are actually way stronger than Bitcoin right now. So we have ICP, BNB, Solana, Tau, FET, XMR, Leo, Casper, SUI, XRP, TRX, Aave, and HNT. The ones to the right are a lot weaker than Bitcoin. You can see ARB is pretty much at the bottom. So a lot of the like ICP, we had a nice daily breakout yesterday. BNB looks also really good. Solana. So these are the ones that I'll be focusing more on for the long side. But yeah, it's quite interesting to look at this because essentially like Cardano yesterday was sitting at like minus 25%, but now it's only minus 15%. So it's right behind Bitcoin. So it actually gained a lot of dominance in the chart. And if we actually look at Cardano on the chart here, let me put it up. Wait, let me put it up. Here we go. Yeah, so Cardano actually looks really good. I was actually looking at a long today for Cardano, but I kind of missed it, right? I've pretty much already missed it, but I was hoping that Cardano could come back down to retest this level for a potential retest back up to this level, but I think it's just going to carry on to the upside for Cardano. So ADA does look really good. I was waiting for something like this to happen, come back down, and then look for long upside. But I mean, it kind of looks good, but it's also looking a little bit exhausted. But yeah, let's see what happens. So yeah, right now just focusing on MKR looks decent for a long. BNB obviously is showing a lot of strength as well. Potentially BNB, looking at BNB, we closed respecting this level over here. So what I want to see is like the next 4-hour candle to flip bullish, and then we could potentially see quite a nice push to the upside for BNB. It looks really strong compared to most coins. And yeah, I was actually looking at Brett as well today. So honest, Brett's a meme coin, guys. So Brett kind of looks good. I feel like the accumulation zone is sitting over here at like 0.0668. This would be like the ideal zone to look at for accumulation. But yeah, I decided to jump in a little bit now. And if it comes back down lower to like these levels, I'll jump in more because once we break this level over here, I do think that we could see quite a nice push to the upside. Yeah, so Brett looks kind of good for spot. This is more for spot. The NKR trade is more for the future side of things. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you guys. So Bitcoin, I do expect a little bit of a push to the upside, potentially back up to these zones over here, potentially 58,800, because that is where your 200-day moving average is. And if we can break above that, then we can push back up to 60K. But yeah, it's Bitcoin kind of struggling compared to the altcoins, so rather focus on the altcoins right now. But yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Dylan. Thank you for your sharing to us. So Boris, what do you think? Do you agree with Jay? Sorry. Do you agree with Dylan, or you have something new?
Yeah, I agree with Dylan pretty much on Bitcoin. I didn't take that long that Dylan was talking about just because as a swing trader, I just need a bit more confirmation. So like Dylan was saying, especially if we can break above the 200-day SMA, which has been kind of acting as resistance for quite a while now, then I'll take a long, like a more like swing long on that. But what I actually was looking at is actually not Bitcoin, but what's a version of Bitcoin, Bitcoin SV. I like the setup on the 3-day time frame. So kind of like trying to break above this range above say 50 bucks. So I think not too many people are looking at this chart, but I think it looks interesting. I think although I think no one's actually using BSV for anything, like it has no utility. It's just kind of I call it Bitcoin. It's called Bitcoin Satoshi's vision. I call it Bitcoin scammers vision because it's just a total crap. Sorry, it's a total crap version of hard fork of Bitcoin. Um, I think most people would agree, but if you disagree, then that's okay too. But in any case, I actually think this has some upside potential. So maybe if we do get this breakout, we could possibly even go all the way up to like $60. So this is one trade that I'm in. And then what else did I want to share with you? I actually wanted to share a chart about Bitcoin, um, like a long-term chart. I don't know if you guys see this. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
we see it. Yeah.
so I kind of made this as a joke, um, about if Trump or Kamala wins the election, what's going to happen to Bitcoin? And the reason I'm bringing this up is because someone tweeted the other, it's like some billionaire hedge fund manager said that if Trump wins, Bitcoin is going to 90K, and if Kamala wins, Bitcoin's going to 30K. And I actually drew this chart like a month ago again. It's kind of like a joke, just having some fun. But I actually think this is what's going to happen by mid-November. If Trump wins, Bitcoin, yeah, I actually think Bitcoin will be going to 100K, 90K by the end of the year. And if Kamala wins, it's going to be a total disaster for the entire industry and for Bitcoin. And we're probably going to go down to 30K, down towards the 200 weekly moving average. Maybe not 30K, maybe like 38, like 40. So that's my prediction, long-term prediction on Bitcoin in a couple of months. So yeah, that's what I have for this week.
Thank you
It's
very
also
much.
because, sorry, I just want to, for Boris's chart there, and also like, what are your thoughts? Because Gary Gensler will be, part of the decision making process for pretty much everything. What would you say for like the bull run? Like will it like lag? Will the bull run be like a lagging effect, or how would you interpret that?
I think we've been waiting for alt season for I think I don't know since I joined QuickW, and it just hasn't happened. I think yeah, if
Yeah,
Gary Gensler is actually out of the picture and we get a more like crypto friendly SEC chairman, I think that could be the catalyst for an alt season. If not, like yeah, I don't know if we'll get like an alt season. I think especially like all the Solana based meme coins, there's just
yeah,
a lot of regulation that the U.S. government is trying to, enforce on. So, so yeah, I actually do think with Trump when, the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve Bill has already it's been written by another senator from Wyoming who's like very pro crypto. So I actually do think he will implement a pro crypto policy. He's a businessman. He's not stupid. He wants to make money,
yeah.
and we deregulate the crypto space, everyone's going to make money. So I think everyone will be happy. So
Okay,
those are
cool.
just my thoughts. And I think most people in the crypto industry would agree with me. Like
Yeah,
I've actually haven't read one person in the industry who said it would be a good thing if Kamala wins. But
of
if
course not. Yeah.
they do find that, let me know. I'll be happy to have a debate with them.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Dylan, and also Boris, sharing to us. and I really like that picture. Is very, very clear and also very fun. So Jay, hi, what do you think?
Hi. Yeah, think
Hi.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that? Give me a sec. Can you see? Okay. All right. How's my screen? You guys can see it, right?
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, actually, I'm trying to find the entry for PPI, which is it can be long, it can be short. It depends like what the price action does. But small time frame, I look Bitcoin is kind of bearish. Same shit, guys. Same shit. I'm building position for short. Like when you guys long, I'm gonna building short. I'm gonna counter all along. I mean, like, I'm happy to counter, guys. I still got all my position, and I'm just at. I think I add this shit. FA. This thing need to crash. This thing need to crash. And actually, this is just my day trade for alpha. But if you ask, I'm gonna be like a crazy people. Like it can go like around 60. Yeah, this is my target for alpha. Yeah, actually. And you know why I'm targeting alpha? Because so many people is already doing the head start, buying alts and borrowing, lending, and they put their alts as collateral. And that would be nice if they all can be liquidated. I know it's on hard, it's on hard, but it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. This is crypto. I mean, like, we have to be harsh, we have to be like cruel. So the head start people that already bought some alts and put the collateral. That's why they all need to liquidate. That's why like Aave has been so strong for over 3 months, I think, since April, I think. Oh, no. Since this bottom on August, yeah, 3 months. And yeah, people keep borrowing since this crash from August. And yeah, so this is Alpha, and I got Cardano. I'm just building. Look at this, guys. Nah, it's not over, guys. It's not over. It's not over. Look at this. It's so beautiful, the parallel from this pivot, and another pivot. I don't think it's gonna be break. So another short for Cardano. I'm sorry to say, 1.5. It sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. I'm gonna be like a crazy guy, but at the end, I think with Dylan, some of the total is quite bullish, but I don't know. I don't know, not for me, guys. Not for me. I saw this as bearish. So like, I'm looking at others D, and this is top 10. I mean, like, this is odds without the top 10. So you name it, without Sol, without E, without XRP, and without all those shit. And it looked like it's forming like head and shoulder, but on the 3 days. Yeah, but this is still projection, guys. It's not complete yet. It's not complete. The complete is must have to be here. So it's not complete. And I'm thinking around, sounds crazy. I think like 5%, 4%, or even lower. Because it looked like trap, guys. It looked like trap. It really looked like trap. Look at this. You can see like low, and not even higher high. Not even higher high. If this thing gonna be higher high, okay, I'm gonna long. But as long as this thing is still like lower low, nah, I'm gonna short. I'm gonna short. I'm sorry to say. And Bitcoin right now, look a little bit bearish, but it's still in the zone, on the PPI zone. This is the PPI zone, the red factor candle. And on 15 minute, we already complete like 3 level rise. And I'm gonna expecting like a short-term 3 level drops. Even like, I know there is some liquidity around 59,600 around previous week high. This one, 59,700 and 59,400. If I think today I just saw my high block capital is around this area. If Bitcoin decide to another spike, so this thing is, I think this is the last case for bull below the previous high. But if this thing like can break the previous week high, I'm gonna long, guys. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not gonna short all the time, but I need confirmation for now. But now everything still looks shitty bearish, so I'm not gonna long. I'm not gonna long. But for scalping day trade, yes, I'm longing sometime, but for swing, I'm not. And if you guys see in here, this is the zone, this is the bull, this is the bear. So in between, like there is like 6696. So as long we are still in here, we're still in the bear zone. And I'm just gonna compare this and this with this. Okay. So this is the price of control. Yeah, is around 59. Value of highs is getting increased around 61. And the last time we spiked around the value of high, we got rejected, by the way. So I don't know. Are we gonna like reject from here, from value of high of price of control? I don't know. I still don't know, but as long this thing is still in the bear, so I'm gonna keep shorting, guys. In case this thing is doing this, I'm gonna like, oh, okay, I'm wrong. I'm gonna long. But but after this, we still got this humongous resistance. So be careful, guys. Be careful. If this thing like reject it again, let's say, yeah, we can go another drops. So anyway, both side, short term long, gonna be like all berries, But who knows? But I'm gonna long if this area this area is break. I'm gonna long.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, if this area break. I mean, like, but the problem is, where's gonna be stop? Where's gonna be stop? My mentor says it's around 30. My mentor it came from Garrett Holloway. It's not me, yeah. It's not me. It's not me. My mentor is told around 30, but I don't know. I don't. I'm just gonna be like a crazy as him. Like maybe we go as low as 44, 42, 40, 30 ish. If this thing the yellow is break. If the yellow hole, nah, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. When it depends. It depends because look at the yellow, this before and this before, and this is important, guys. If let's say the price try to retest in this area and break this area, so watch out on this. If this yellow broke and break, 40, 30, 35. You're welcome, guys. Ciao.
Ciao. Hey, thank you very much, Jay. Thank you for your sharing to us. Okay, so I think we prepared 3 questions that I wanted to discuss with you guys, and it's quite important because it's recently very hot topic, and a lot of people really curious about it. So let me share my screen and let's have a discussion of that. Okay, so the first question is about the CPI. So, the US CPI was released yesterday. So, what are your thoughts on Bitcoin's market trends leading up to the FOMC meeting? And also, could you guys offer some advice for our users? Jay, what do you think?
I think the core and the CPI is kind of tight, So that's why like the price it went down at first and then like got back up after that. And I was trading it. And it was like all manipulation, guys. I was trading it and I was shorting on CPI and I had to cut loss when it got back to my entry. But my advice is it's not the CPI and it's not tonight. You have to be careful about next week, the FOMC, because the FOMC is gonna decide like, are we gonna get 25 or 50%? Who knows? Or 50 rate card. So I don't know. Both of that, I think we can get a little bit spike or crazy down. So, but me, if you ask me, I prefer crazy down, But who knows? It depends of the price action and the investor of the what the people is that the people is scaring or they cannot comfortable when the like happen. So let's see.
Yeah, let's see. We will see. We will see. Thank you very much. Boris, what do you think? Do you agree with Jay?
Yeah, I actually think a lot's going to depend on the FOMC next week because I guess after the CPI data was released, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, it came in a bit hotter than expected, right? I was more like following the political betting odds yesterday, so I'm not too sure. Um, But yeah, I'm looking at like the CME. Let me actually pull up the CME Fed Watch if that's possible. But yeah, if I can't pull that up, I'll just describe it. So yesterday or a week before the CPI report, we had a 40% chance of like a 50% basis point cut. And now those odds have shifted to only 14%. And right now the market is pricing in an 86% chance of, yeah, it's going to be a rate cut, but just 25%, which, that's still good that there'll be a rate cut, but I think the market was expecting more aggressive, a more aggressive rate cut. So I think we'll see next week. There's going to be more volatility. I think, yeah, it's going to be next Wednesday. So less than a week from now, I think there's going to be more fireworks, more volatility. So yeah, I think Bitcoin most likely is just going to go sideways, like it has been for like past. I feel like forever now. It's just been going between like 55 and 65 for like the entire season. So I think, yeah, I think the next big move will be with the FOMC meeting next Wednesday. Those are my thoughts on that.
Yeah, I agree with that. So Dylan, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Boris and Jay. I think, like Jay was saying, I'd also, to be honest with you, like the longs that I was saying, like in my sharing, I'm more of a scalp trader, right? So like it's more of a short-term time frame. I'm also more like on the bearish side of things. I do think that on the short term we are looking quite bullish, but like Jay said, it could be a trap, and it's probably a trap, because there is quite a bit of liquidity sitting at like 59,500. So I think we could tap that zone, and then a lot of people will think, oh, it's a short squeeze, everyone's going to go long. It ends up just people just getting absolutely wrecked at that point. So I think, yeah, I think what people need to think about is, there could be lower prices. Don't go all in at this point because the market's looking, a little bit bullish today or this week. Just always expect the worst. I think that's something that you should think in terms.
Yeah, okay. That sounds great. Thank you very much. Thank you, Boris, Dylan, and also James sharing for us for this question. And also the second question is Jasper, the head of research at Layer Ventures, recently published a study suggesting that the benefits of the halving cycle are now over. And he argues that the current rewards for miners have become negligible. And particularly after this year's halving, Bitcoin's performance has been historically the worst. So, can the halving cycle still be considered an important indicator for our Bitcoin investments? Boris, what do you think?
I'm just reading the question again. He
Yeah.
argues that. Yeah, I mean, I still think the halving is going to be important. I just don't like, I've done a study on this, and the effect isn't immediate. It's actually becomes like the having impact on Bitcoin's price happens not right away, or not even a few months after the halving. So I think the halving was in April. So actually that, like, from what I noticed, it usually happens like 6 months after the halving. So I'm thinking April plus 6. Yeah, so maybe by October we'll see the effects of the halving start to, you know, being implemented into the Bitcoin markets, and then especially a year afterwards. So maybe closer towards Q1 of 2025 and Q2 of 2025 is when we'll see Bitcoin's performance increase due to the halving. But at the same time, it's like everybody everybody knows about the halving, and I think the impact is gonna be like less and less with each halving, but just based on previous historical trends, I think it'll still, the price of Bitcoin will appreciate. And I think it'll be connected to other factors as well, of course, like especially what happens, like I said, with the election. So if we get a Trump presidency plus, it'll be like 6 months post halving. I think that's when we'll see an appreciation in Bitcoin's price.
Yeah, totally. So Dylan, what do you think about this question? Do you think the halving cycle will still be considered as a very important indicator for, the Bitcoin investments?
Yeah, I agree with Boris. I mean, I think it's a little bit different this time, because there's a lot more factors going into, the halving. I do think that it's always good to look at previous data, and it definitely does help with making decisions based on what's happened previously. But I do think that like Boris was saying, it's probably going to become less and less important over the years. But I mean, you could still consider it as probably like a neutral, not like as important, maybe a neutral indicator for Bitcoin investments. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's as important as the previous cycles.
Yeah, right. So, Jay, do you agree with Boris and also Jay? Boris and Dylan?
Yeah, I'm agree with them. The halving. I mean, like since the ETF guys, did you guys notice like the price action is kind of different like used to? You know, did you guys notice about that?
Yeah.
Bitcoin and some alts. Do you know why?
Yeah, I think I really think New York is driving a lot of the price action. Like the New
Yeah.
York session because of the ETFs.
Yes,
Uh,
correct.
yeah.
Yeah, because the ETF, I mean, like since becoming ETF, I mean, like, the money flow is came from the Wall Street, right? So
Yeah.
the way the Bitcoin price action does right now, so it's look like the traditional market, guys. So sooner or later, the the Bitcoin price action, I think it's gonna be like slower, slower. It's like I think it's, when especially when the market cap it become like bigger, bigger, bigger. So maybe the next 5 years, 10 years, it's gonna be like SPY or Nasdaq, So I don't think the cycle is gonna be important anymore, the halving cycle because uh yeah, sooner or later Bitcoin is gonna be so slow because like cycle 2, cycle 3 Bitcoin is like shit coin, guys. Bitcoin is like Pepe. To be honest, it's like Pepe, yeah. Like trading easy 10%, easy 5%. Now it's really hard, even on the Asian market or New York. It just like sometime like 2%, 1%, and even like sometime a day, like just capitulate, like 1%, 3% ranging, and only when there is a news happen can perform like 5 into 10. But yeah, I'm agree with them anyway.
Okay, got it. Got it. And Matt, hi, we welcome Matt here. So, Matt, you can freely to talk about this question, and also you can be free to share your screen and share the
Hey,
how anything coins you wanted to talk to us.
okay, cool, sure. Yeah, I'll start with this question. Halving cycles. I do think that there will still be relevance, like from a fundamental point of view. Like that, I think there's always going to be money printing, so there's always going to be excess like liquidity flowing into markets. And I think with the halving cycle, it ultimately creates a supply shock. So I think the halving cycle, like if there's less and less Bitcoin coming onto the market every 4 years, it is a supply shock. And I think with a lot of money printing, it will make a difference. But I think definitely less than it did previously for sure. And then just to share my screen, but I obviously agree with the guys. I don't think it'll make that much of a difference. And I think with the ETFs at the moment, it has been like a more slow kind of like what's the word for it? Like very slow, less volatile, more It's getting like a more stable, even though there are big swings to the upside and the downside. It's not really like a altcoin like Jay was speaking about. Let me share my screen. So, I mean, like my thesis has basically been the same for quite a while now. You guys can see see my screen there?
Yeah.
So yeah, the same lines are here. They've been here for ages. We still have to reclaim the important level of 59.6 and 61.5, 61.6 region over here. One thing that is coming is this death cross over here, which it's happened already with the SMAs, but with the EMAs as well now, the 50 potentially crossing below the 200. This normally, signals risk off. If you go back to previous cycles, you got a death cross over here, death cross over here. So I think that something like this could be playing out, like the previous cycle. Got the death cross, and then we just hold under it for a bit, and then maybe onwards and upwards. And then, yeah, so this, when the red crosses above the blue for the golden cross, it normally does govern a nice uptrend, like what happened here, a little bit of, confusion over here. So that is one thing that I'm looking at that looks a bit scary. But yeah, the levels to get above stay the same. I've marked these levels here. So I think last time was on Thursday, we were talking and I drew this level out, and I think we had already lost the level, and I said we need to claim 57K and close some candles above there before we start flipping bullish. And we did do that. We did get into some good longs, especially yesterday on the CPI. I think I actually literally got 55.6, which was really cool. But Bitcoin needs to desperately reclaim between the 59.6 and the 61.5 level. It needs to get into this region over here as fast as possible. But I think whilst it's below here, the risk does remain to the downside, and we need to take out 65K for it to change the market structure on the daily time frame. Yeah, I'm sure your guys' analysis was similar. We need to get above this. The 60K level is quite a round number, psychological number. So we do need to get above there. Coins or trades that I'm in. Let's go to the 4 hour. So I'm in a SUI long. That had a nice pump today. I am holding this long. Yeah, I had other analysis on it, but yeah, we got into this long, I think, on this recent pullback. I think I was I think we are looking good. Nice move to the upside over here. I'm in that trade, and I'm in a Binance trade, BNB. Yeah, I'm holding these trades at the moment. I think there's a good chance that this could potentially be a pivot point in the market. So I'm gonna risk not taking profits early, which, I mean, to be honest, I've been doing it for the past while now, and it hasn't really been paying off, not taking profits. But I do think that there's a good chance of this being a pivotal point. But Bitcoin does need to claim that 60K region. So yeah, this is one trade here on BNB, Binance. We got into this region over here. I think my average entry is about 512, but I'm holding this. And I'm in the SUI trade, and I am in one other trade. Let me just think of what it is. And obviously the Bitcoin trade. And the Bitcoin trade, I'm still deciding what I want to do with it. Got in here. I think I'm going to probably take some profits off the table coming into this 4 hour 200 EMA just below 59K. Might take some profits over here. I think it's a high chance of getting rejected. And yeah, we did get in here, which was really cool with Dylan yesterday. But yeah, that's basically my market insights. I think one thing I also wanted to quickly chat about on the daily time frame was the reaction that the S&P 500 had, because I thought this was quite bullish, just for markets in general. I know there's been like not much correlation and whatnot, and I see, yeah. So this reaction yesterday, so we opened up here, and then price came down after the CPI news, and then immediately snapped back and closed bullish. this is quite a bullish candlestick in my opinion, and you would expect the S&P to continue onwards and upwards here. Yeah, so I think that's quite a bullish sign. I think the Nasdaq also had quite a bullish candle. So this is telling me that there's a potential, potential that people are looking at the data release as risk on. But it might just be a pump before a potential move to the downside. The S&P does have to get above the key levels still. Yeah, it needs to break into all-time highs and go onwards and upwards. But it is looking good for now. But yeah, just for Bitcoin, we do need to get above this region over here coming in at, let's just call it 60K. If we can start closing multiple candles and even a weekly candle at 60K, then I think the tides could be turning. But for now, the risk is to the downside.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for the sharing to us. And let me see. Let me share my screen again. Okay, so here is the third question. It's about, the FriendTech. So this week, FriendTech, the flagship project in decentralized social networking, announced that it's giving up its development rights, and some have interpreted this move as a soft rug pull. So about this behavior, what are your thoughts on the SocialFi sector, and also is it still worth to invest it? Dylan, what do you think?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I haven't really had this sector in terms of this FriendTech. So yeah, to be honest, I don't have much to say with this. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. Fortunately, me too. Like I know about FriendTech. I just never really looked into it, so I'm not. Yeah, just like Dylan, I'm not really sure what's happening. But I guess if people are calling it a rug pull, I wouldn't invest in something that people are calling a rug pull. Definitely not. Just invest in Bitcoin.
Okay, cool. Got it. Okay, perfectly. So Jay, what do you think?
Yeah, shitcoin rock bull. I know, FriendTech. I've been there with my Twitter, but I'm not really interested because like the way I mean, like, I don't know. It's not like SocialFi. It's just like a scam kind of thing. Like, lure user, uh, to buy your key and some shit like that. I don't feel like it. I mean, like, this is some kind of scam. So stay away from. Yeah, I'm agree with Dylan. Buy Bitcoin. Sorry. Wait, Boris. Buy Bitcoin. Stay away from shitcoin.
Okay, got it. We all know FriendTech because I think last year FriendTech is popular in that time, but it's just dropped over, like you can see the screenshot here. The token has dropped over 30%. So that is huge. So lose a lot of users by then. And especially now has the announcement. I think it's kind of the soft rug pull. So what do you think, Matt?
It's because of the reward from last year. I mean,
Yeah.
like, yeah, uh, I know like some of my teams, when they bought some key and then like the key is pumping and then like they can profit like 30 or $50 a day. But it won't be long, right? It won't be long. People is gonna be boring. Yeah, so yeah, sucks project to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bitcoin is breaking, guys. I think I'm gonna go.
Also, do you think,
Um,
okay, Matt, keep
yeah, I
going.
just want to say that I think it's just another, narrative that's pretty far-fetched. I'm definitely not invested in it, and yeah, I'm not too sure that like, you know, decentralized finance and Web3, like, and social media is a combo. But yeah, I'm also not very clued up on it. But looking at the Friend chart, it's awful. I definitely wouldn't touch Friend or invest in that project.
Yeah. Also, I want to discuss with you guys. Do you think like the GameFi and also SocialFi still have the future? Because we can see a lot of that kind of altcoins already, do not have any liquidity and the price is dropped. So what do you guys think? Will this kind of area still have the future?
Game, yes, for sure. I'm a gamer, so game is yes. Because not because I'm a gamer, so game is yes. Because like, they got utility, guys. They got utility, and SocialFi they got nothing. And game they got utility, and you can play it for earn. And then like when people like become strong and they spend, and then that's the money came from. So yeah, game still. But you need times. You need out season. You need out season for game to perform. But right now, nah.
Yeah, agree with that. Yeah, some good game is really great and they can, stay in a real long term. But SocialFi, we are still, finding the more applications. So, Dylan, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few that are quite good. I think GMT, but yeah, I agree. It's not something that I'm looking at. I'm mainly just looking at like AI and RWA. Those are the ones that I'm focusing on for the bull run. I wouldn't really look at the SocialFi to be honest.
Yeah.
But like,
Okay.
of course, there will be like a couple that just rip, you know. But yeah, I'm mainly just focusing on like the sectors that I know are gonna do well,
Yeah, agree with that. Thank you very much. So about our today's topic and also the discussion, Dylan, Boris, Jay, and Matt, do you want to add something more?
I'm good. I'm shorting Bitcoin and alts, guys. It's dumping right now. I'm shorting, guys. The PPI is dropped. So short-term target, 3 days tops, downside. That's it. Ciao.
Oh, okay, copy that. Noted. Thank you. Give us the info and also the signal. So Dylan, Boris, and Matt, you wanted to add something more here?
No,
Yeah,
not
all good. All good.
Bitcoin.
Not from my side, no.
Yeah, Bitcoin is struggling really above, I think 60K psychological level is very important. So, it's just kind of, unless we can get above 60K, which I do believe that's where the 200-day moving average is coming in. Oh no, actually the 200-day is all the way at 64. So I think we have quite a lot of work to do for Bitcoin in order to
Yeah,
get bullish.
that's
And
true.
then yeah, Ethereum looks terrible, and yeah, honestly, not too many things look good. Like some altcoins look better, but yeah, I'm not honestly. I don't think we're gonna get much bullish activity until the election. Like, and I've been saying this for months. I just don't. I just
Yeah,
don't see like an impulse or a catalyst until we find out the results of the election. Plus, what happens with interest rates and FOMC and all that. I think all the volatility is gonna. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait just another couple of months before we really see the volatility that we want.
yeah, that's right, that's right. Thanks very much, Boris. Matt, do you agree with Boris?
Yeah, I agree. For sure. I agree. I'm not too sure what the catalyst would be from like now and then. Yeah, I do agree. I think it's going to be just boring and it's going to get retail traders out the market, which normally marks a bottom, or just an area where there's reaccumulation.
Yeah,
The coins are being handed over to the whales. But yeah, there's nothing really that the chart doesn't look good. We can't lie about the chart. But yeah, I am still looking at my key level of 60K, and I think when we start closing weekly candles above the
yeah,
60K region, then I could potentially flip bullish. But for now, I mean, like there is a chance that these moves here could be, you know, like this could be a bottom region. Like we have been in this correction for 6 months. I think it's 6 months today. When was the top of Bitcoin? It was 13th of March, I think, around there. So basically 6 months now, which is quite a long correction. And I mean, it does start to look quite distributive, you know, when you zoom out. But I mean, I suppose that's the argument. But yeah, for now, I'm just waiting for my key level of 60K to be reclaimed. And yeah, I'm going to keep it simple and keep it at that.
Okay, that's right. That's right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Matt, sharing to us today. So overall, I'd like to thank you, Boris, Matt, Dylan, and Jay thank you for you all to join us today. And I think today's live stream is very, very important for our audiences, especially under this market. And please be sure to keep an eye on CoinW and also our esteemed guest. Guys, you can follow their Twitter account as they will continue to share valuable insights on the world of crypto. And please, our audience here, stay safe and take care about your spot. Good luck. Overall, I'd like to thank you everyone for joining this inspiring discussion today again. And take care and see you next time. Goodbye, guys. Bye-bye, Jay, Dylan, Boris, and Matt.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Thanks, guys. See you next week, I guess.
Yeah, see you next week. Bye.
Bye.